Yeah, on behalf of Mr. President, let's to the glory of God, for the benefits of my kind, for the productive use of the good people of River States, in particular, and Nigeria in general, for the good use of the people of this community, and productive employment of Nigerians to create jobs on behalf of the President, Commander-in-Chief, Federal Republic of Nigeria, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. This is Afam. I declare this plant commissioned. Thank you.
Alpha. Yeah, nine.
Gas
people are it's actually part of the quality chain. So that we power every gas that comes from Ghana,
pipeline is close here. Okay. How many kilometers? Why
Okay.
Your intentional leadership of our dear country, Nigeria. Your Excellency, the Administrator, River State, my brother, Your Excellency, the Minister of Power, GMD, and other dignitaries that are here, the DG BPE, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it is with great pleasure that I extend my warm greetings and commendation to Sahara Power Group, First Independent Power Limited, and Crescendough Nigeria Limited on the successful commissioning of 180-megawatt power plant. This event is not merely ceremonial commissioning, It is a celebration of resilience, foresight, and productive collaboration between the public and private sectors. It underscores what is possible when leadership, vision, technical capacity, and community engagement align towards shared goal of national development. We must begin by acknowledging the strong foundation laid by Rivers State government, whose effort in 2002 to establish a network of state-owned power plants set the stage for today's achievement. The original vision to ensure self-sufficiency in power supply, reduce dependence on national grid, and deliver energy security to the citizens of Rivers State has clearly borne a successful fruit today. The commissioning of the phase 180 megawatts turbine in 2011 marked a major milestone. The decision in 2014 to privatize the state's power assets, including Rivers, Omoko, Transamadi, Eleme Power Plant, was a bold strategic step. It ushered in a new phase of private sector investment and technical revival through the acquisition by First Independent Power Limited and a subsidiary of Sahara Power Group. Since then, transformation of these assets has been commendable. From a modest 60 watts capacity in 2014, First Independent Power Limited has grown in operational output to an impressive 392 megawatts. This has been achieved through significant investment in repairs, overhaul, infrastructure upgrades, and importantly, human capital development. Afam II represents the continuation of that transformative journey. With the support of the Rivers State government and in alignment with the renewed hope agenda of His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu GCFR, Crescendough Nigeria Limited made a critical investment to complete the second 180-watt turbine at Afam facility. This project, delivered in just 16 months, reflects not only technical excellence, but also strong coordination among stakeholders. I must also highlight the invaluable role played by Nigerian professionals who led the project and management efforts, the EPC contractor, China Machinery Engineering Corporation, and the tremendous support from the Transmission Company of Nigeria, the Nigerian Electricity Regulatory Commission, the Nigeria Independent System Operator, the National Control Center, and the Ministry of Power. Notably, the contribution of the Afam community must be acknowledged. They stood as true partners and supporters throughout this process. This 180 megawatts addition to the national grid is a meaningful step towards in addressing our energy needs. It will power homes and businesses, catalyze the industrial growth, and contribute to the improvement of livelihood and economic prosperity across the country. As Minister of State Petroleum Resources Gas, I am proud that this project is fueled by Nigerian natural gas, our strategic transition fuel under decade of gas initiative. Let me reiterate the federal government unwavering support for projects like this that harness our domestic gas potential to power Nigeria's future. I urge Sahara Power Group and all stakeholders to continue to uphold the highest standard of operational excellence, environmental responsibility, and community development. On behalf of the Ministry of Petroleum Resources Gas, I congratulate Sahara reporters for identifying with the aspiration of Mr. President to give a future to the current generation and generation yet unborn. May Afam Power Plant continue to stand as a beacon of progress and hope for Nigeria's energy future. Thank you, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
It is with deep honor and immense gratitude that I address you today at the commissioning of this 180 megawatt power plant by Sahara Energy, a landmark project that embodies the synergy between the public sector reforms and the public sector development. The name of the game today is cooperation, collaboration, and partnership. For any government reform to succeed, you must have the blessing and the support of the private sector. It is evidence in what we are witnessing today. So today's event is far more than a ribbon-cutting ceremony. It's a powerful testament to what can be achieved when visionary leadership, progressive policy reforms, and strategic private sector partnership align towards a common goal of delivering sustainable, functional, affordable, and reliable power. Your Excellency, permit me to begin by expressing my sincere appreciation for your unwavering support to the power sector. Your renewed hope agenda has not only rekindled national confidence, but it has also catalyzed a wave of reforms that are breathing life into long-standing structural issues within our electricity value chain. This project, 180 megawatts of reliable generation capacity, is a product of that bold reform agenda made possible because of your leadership and commitment to universal energy access for all Nigerians. Your Excellency, under your visionary leadership as the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, the Nigerian power sector has recorded some of its transformative gains in decades. Permit me to briefly highlight a few of the strategic achievements your administration has made possible. Number one, on sector reforms. Through the Electricity Act of 2023, which Your Excellency signed into law to ensure active participation of the state governments in the development of the power sector, we have successfully transferred regulatory oversight to a total of 11 states. This is a major milestone in decentralizing power for development and improved energy access at the subnational level, which has been made possible by your forward-thinking leadership. This was followed swiftly by the institution of a comprehensive national integrated electricity policy for the sector, which is now accompanied by a strategic implementation plan. Two gains of signing this bill into law: decentralization and liberalization. We all know about ECN, we know about NEPA, we know about PHCN. They were all federal agencies. Power was centralized at the top. But to provide effective power for over 200 million Nigerians, I believe the center alone cannot do it. It must go down to the various states. It must go down to the various local governments for us to have reliable electricity. And this is what we are witnessing today. The number two, it has paved way for the private sector to support government in this reform, to bring in investment, to play in all the segments of the power sector value chain, be it generation, transmission, and distribution. Today, we have boosted our installed capacity of energy generation by additional 180 megawatts of power. I think we need to give a round of applause to Sahara Energy and to the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, who has created a friendly environment, a conducive environment to make this work. Then secondly, on improving market liquidity, in the first quarter of last year, through Your Excellency's support, we took a bold tariff reform to move a segment of the electricity consumer to cost-reflective tariff. Because of this singular decision, the market generated 1.7 trillion in revenue in 2024, a 70% increase over 2023, which was only 1 trillion naira. And this ensured a 1.1 trillion reduction in tariff shortfalls. This is also demonstrating that reform works. Thirdly, on power generation, on the 2nd of March 2025, we achieved an all-time high energy generation of 5,801 megawatts, followed by a record daily energy output of 128,370 megawatt hour on the same day. This is the highest ever energy consumed in a day by Nigerians, and it happened during President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's time. These were driven by increased generation capacity with the commissioning of the 700 megawatt Zungeru hydropower plant and increased investment on the national grid. Number 4 is that in transmission and grid stability, despite consistent challenges of vandalism we are facing in this sector, we have recorded 0 grid collapses in 2025 so far. Between January and June, there has not been any grid collapse. We pray that this continues. This owes much to commissioning of over 70 power transformers across the country by the Transmission Company of Nigeria and the success of the Presidential Power Initiative, which was made possible by the signing of an agreement to accelerate the implementation of the Presidential Power Initiative on the side of COP28 Climate Summit in Dubai, which was overseen personally by Your Excellency, Mr. President. In addition to the investment on the transmission, through Your Excellency's approval, we have unbundled the Transmission Company of Nigeria, backing the National Independent System Operator, NISO, a feat past governments attempted but could not deliver. This structural change will clearly bring clarity, professionalism, independence, and efficiency to grid and market operations. Number 5 is that on distribution and metering, through the Presidential Metering Initiative, instituted under your administration and backed by a 700 billion naira in FAC allocations through Your Excellency's support, we project the deployment of 1.1 million meters by the end of 2025 and 2 million meters annually for the next 5 years. This is a total of 10 million meters, and I believe that the meter gap, which is the bane of our liquidity crisis and collection crisis in this sector, will be a thing of the past. In addition to this, the World Bank Distribution Sector Recovery Program, district, will also deliver over 3.2 million meters by 2026, with the first batches of these meters of 275 meters that we have already received in April and May. This program, when fully implemented, will address the liquidity crisis plaguing the sector, while simultaneously resolving the estimated billing crisis in the sector. And lastly, on our renewable energy space and energy access drive, under the Energizing Education Program, 100 megawatts of solar power is being deployed across 37 federal universities and 7 teaching hospitals. This is in line with Your Excellency's Renewed Hope agenda, which underscores our commitment to improving electrification across key institutions in Nigeria. I've gone to University of Abuja, I've seen it, 3.5 megawatts in there. I've been to University of Maiduguri Teaching Hospital, 30 megawatts in there. I've been to Calabar, 7 megawatts. University of Agriculture, Abeokuta, 5 megawatts. The Nigerian Defense Academy, I just commissioned a 3.5 megawatts. We are lighting up these social institutions. I believe Nigeria is changing for the better. Your Excellency, all these milestones are a reflection of your deep commitment to reform, to resilience, and to results. While we celebrate progress, we must also confront the urgent challenge of sector liquidity. Today, GENCOs are owed over 4 trillion naira. This threatens operations and future investment in this sector. Your Excellency, with your leadership, we have taken deliberate steps toward resolving some of these legacy issues. The ministry is working closely with relevant MDAs, development partners, and financial institutions to structure interventions that will gradually defray some of these liabilities. This challenge is enormous and requires urgent and sustained attention and action. Without immediate attention, we risk a collapse of the sector, threatening the gains we have made thus far. That is why today, I respectfully appeal to your continued support to prioritize a sustainable mechanism for clearing GENCO's debt and to back the establishment of a credible, bankable financial framework that ensures the entire electricity market can operate viably and transparently. Mr. President, your renewed hope agenda has created the enabling environment for the private sector to thrive. Sahara Energy's 180 megawatt investment here in Afam is a proof of that, and I would like to commend Sahara Energy for its dedication to the Nigerian energy. Let this project inspire others and reinforce our shared resolve to power every home, every business, and every hope in this great nation. We say Nigeria first. We must substitute importation. We must promote exports. We must produce what we use. We must use what we produce. And we must conserve our hard-earned foreign currency. To do that, we need sustainable, reliable, functional electricity for households, small businesses, institutions, and industries. Mr. President, thank you for your bold leadership to take on necessary reforms. Thank you for your courage, and thank you for giving the Nigerian power sector a new lease of life, which is definitely going to be sustainable. God bless Rivers State. I congratulate the administrator. This is happening during your time. It's a legacy project. I congratulate the entire community present here, the entire Rivers State, and especially.
It gives me great pleasure to have the opportunity to make these remarks on this most remarkable occasion, one that marks a significant step forward in our collective journey towards sustainable power generation and energy sufficiency in our dear country, Nigeria. Today's commissioning of the 180-megawatt power plant here in Afam is a key milestone in the bold and transformative agenda of His Excellency Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, Federal Republic of Nigeria. It reflects the determined effort of the federal government under the Renewed Hope agenda to ensure increased and reliable power supply as a driver of economic growth, social development, and national competitiveness. Indeed, what we are witnessing today is a powerful testament to the tremendous results that can be achieved under visionary leadership, where the private sector is empowered to lead infrastructure development through the right mix of policies, incentives, and regulation. Mr. President has consistently provided an enabling environment for local and foreign investors to contribute meaningfully to the growth of our economy. These investments, bold and wide-ranging, have found expression in sectors such as power, agriculture, oil and gas, education, and transport, amongst others. This project is also the realization of a long-standing vision sustained across successive administrations here in Rivers State. I pay tribute to their steadfast support and commitment to expanding the power infrastructure in Rivers State. As a host and an active partner, Rivers State is proud to be associated with this project and its potential to contribute to national development. It is particularly satisfying that this important project is being commissioned during my tenure as administrator. It reinforces Rivers State's central role, not just as Nigeria's oil and gas hub, but as a strategic anchor for energy and industrial transformation. The benefits of this project are multifaceted. Beyond expanding power generation, it has created training and employment opportunities, especially for young people in the Afam community. I trust that the knowledge and skills acquired during the construction phase will remain with these individuals and empower them to contribute meaningfully to future energy projects across the country. I want to state here also that the MD of Sahara Energy has promised that the wealth of Nigeria, for which this facility is set up, will be used in Nigeria and not taken out. And I want us all to take him by his word thereafter. I also wish to express my deep appreciation to the host community for their cooperation and peaceful engagement throughout the project's life cycle. As a son of the Niger Delta, I have always maintained that development and peace are not mutually exclusive. When stakeholders are meaningfully engaged, when benefits are equitably shared, and when projects are transparently implemented, communities embrace ownership and success becomes inevitable. This is clearly the story of Afam Power Plant. To Sahara Group and its partners, I say a hearty congratulations. You have demonstrated that indigenous enterprise is alive, capable, and resilient. Your investment here speaks volumes of your confidence in our economy and in Rivers State as a viable destination for large-scale, high-impact ventures. The remarkable completion of this plant within a record time of 16 months is commendable and speaks to the professionalism of the EPC contractor, China Machinery Engineering Corporation, and the predominantly Nigerian project team. Mr. President's call for homegrown solutions is clearly bearing fruits. Let me use this opportunity to reaffirm that Rivers State remains open for business. We welcome serious investors who are committed to partnerships that deliver tangible value for our people. In the coming weeks, we will unveil a landmark agricultural project aligned with Mr. President's Food Security Initiative. This initiative will promote youth employment and food production, and we look forward to welcoming stakeholders, including our honorable ministers here, to that important event. The growth and transformation of Rivers State, and indeed Nigeria, is a shared responsibility. I therefore urge all of us to commit to building a nation where prosperity, security, and opportunity are available to all. Let us continue to support Mr. President in delivering on his renewed hope agenda. Once again, I congratulate Sahara Group and its partners on this milestone and warmly commend Mr. President for commissioning this project on the anniversary of his second year in office. We thank him for his leadership and assure him of our unwavering support in the task of building a more prosperous and resilient Nigeria. Long live Rivers State. Long live the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you all, and God bless.
Energy, Kola Adesina, senior government officials, the entire Sahara family, members of the organized private sector, and our resilient and remarkable spirit, which comes alive to light up opportunities when we put our Nigerian country first. The completion of Afam II within just 16 months, conceived exclusively Nigerian, reinforces the capacity we have to overcome our challenges through collaboration, tenacity, and great commitment in a renewed hope agenda. I am delighted at this sterling contribution of Rivers State government towards bathing the project to promote energy security. The plant we commissioned today is a testament of the solid foundation you laid and your dedication to fostering energy sustainability in Nigeria. I equally commend the private sector, all the partners, Sahara Power Group, First Independent Power Limited, and Crescendough Nigeria Limited for their investment and salute you, Nigerian salute all of you. It is pertinent to stress that the 180 megawatt added to our national grid through Afam II goes beyond increasing power generation. It will ignite and drive economic development, power homes, businesses, industries, hospitals, and illuminate hope for a better Nigeria. Let me emphasize that under my administration, achieving stable power supply remains an unwavering goal and commitment. I have charged the Minister of Power, INEC, the TCN, and all the stakeholders and power value chain to work collaboratively and speedily to light up Nigeria. We solicit the support of Nigerians as we continue to deploy reforms and strategies towards this all-important goal. We have no doubt that investors, Nigerians, and foreign can bank on the cooperation and support of this government towards transforming the power sector. You have our assurances that we will continue to enforce ease of doing business. On the good of Afam, River State, this project has benefited immensely from your support, patience, and collaboration. Indeed, shared prosperity flourishes when all stakeholders work together. To my fellow Nigerians, we are not oblivious to the challenges posed by the transmission of gas supply issue problems. Commission Afam II today, it will strengthen our collective resolve to work together building a more globally competitive Nigeria, one that propels the aspiration, enterprise, and the irrepressible Nigerian spirit towards greatness. It will be Almighty's air to drive us in our vision. On this occasion, as we know, we all gather here believe, and across the country, that energy is the lifeblood and the vessel of industrialization, without which there's no life. The single most important discovery for humanity is electricity. On this occasion, to the glory of God, I have the pleasure to declare Afam II Power Plant as commissioned today for 2025. Thank you. May God bless Nigeria. God bless Rivers State.